King of the North here. Welcome back to my Dark Souls Remastered Let's Play, playthrough, walkthrough, whatever you want to call it. Last episode, we took out the Capra Demon. First try, which was pretty impressive. He's not tough, it's more of annoying with the dogs being there. And then we made it down here to the depths, and when I last left off, I said, after resting at this bonfire, that I would upgrade my sword. Let's take a look. Claymore is now a +10. I did not have the large Titanite shards to upgrade this at first, so I did quite a bit of grinding. If you're looking for the Titanite shards, they can be found off of these guys hanging up on the roof there. There's like a 2% chance of it dropping, but as you see, if you compare from my last video, my humanity is a lot higher. As you grind out enemies in an area where the boss is not finished or killed, you can gain humanity. You kill a lot of enemies, and it goes up over time. And instead of using all the souls to level up, I went and got some items. Mainly the purple moss clumps and blooming purple moss clump. I got a purging stone in the case that I get cursed. And that was about it. I am going to use the remaining souls to grab a level up. Going to put it in the strength. And we will push on. Sword's doing quite a bit of damage now, which is good. We are on par with where we need to be. This is a shortcut we'll come up to later. Just wanted to show that off real quick. Come around here. Now, this area is a pain in the ass. These rats can put poison, as you see right there. Even if you're blocking, if they don't hit, it applies a little bit of poison. So you want to make sure your shield is up when going into them. Try and limit that as much as possible. Also, these boxes have surprises in them, so make sure you're careful. So you don't want to get surrounded with these things. They will apply poison, and it's a pain in the ass, and it's a large reason why I got the moss clumps for this, is in case I do get poisoned, I want to get rid of it instead of trying to heal through it. The other troubling enemy down here are these little gecko monster things. Actually, you know what? I'm going the wrong way. We're going to do something else. We are going to be through this area, but there's another entrance I'm going to take. It's a little bit safer in the long run, I guess. But there's another enemy down here. They're little gecko monsters. They spray out this gas that will build up curse. And curse is a bitch. Excuse me. With curse, it kills you instantly if your curse bar maxes out. And then you respawn at the bonfire, missing like half or a quarter of your health. And you can't get that back unless you use an item or go to someone who can purge curse. And that, to me, it's a pain in the ass because it's not making the game difficult. It's just causing you to grind out souls to do something, and that's really all it is. I mean, I'm fine if curse fills up immediately and then kills you. That's fine, but when you respawn and you're missing quarter, half your health because you have something on you, and then have to grind out like 6,000 souls to get rid of it, it doesn't make the game harder. It just makes it annoying. But the reason why we came down here is because this jumbo-sized sewer rat is down here, and it's safer to fire some arrows at him from up top here. Look at that eye. He's got an axe in the other one. So, it's safer to do this. He's too quick and does too much damage to really make it worth risking. He's not a boss. He's just a larger obstacle. I wouldn't even say he's a boss in the sense of like the Hydra. I think the Hydra is a much more complicated fight than what this guy is. Or, I mean, obviously this isn't a complicated fight because I'm just shooting arrows at it, but what I'm trying to say, I guess, is he's not really necessary. But it's free souls by killing him this way. There are items up here that I do want to try to grab. Nothing over here. We got to go around to get there on that side. So I believe that going this way, you start pretty much at the end of the sewers and work your way back, whereas through the other one, you start at the beginning and work your way through where you got to get to. Spider shield. I believe this is effective at helping resist poison. Let's take a look. Magic. That's about it. Jump down here. Grab the items around here. Humanities are good. This is where you would normally come up to fight this giant rodent. This is where I was before I turned around and I destroyed those boxes. I said it was a shortcut, so we can go down here. I am skipping a large part of this. I mean, that's fine. And this is the gecko thing that I was talking about. That's the smoke right there. If you sit in it, curse builds up pretty quick and completely screws you. This guy's pretty aggressive. That's the curse bar building up right there, so I'm really hoping I don't get cursed, because I will curse. But more rodents. Like I said, keep the shields up when you're going around the boxes. Can we get a humanity here? Yes, nice. Rats do drop humanity. That's the only nice thing about encountering them, is the chance to pick up extra humanity. But you do want to keep an eye looking around all corners. This is a dangerous spot. There are a few of them in here, so if you can aggro one of them out, that's at a time, that's your best bet. Don't charge them, because they'll get you cornered. They always manage to do that, and then they show their cloud burst, and then you're regretting all the choices you've ever made. So here he is. Gonna shoot another, and they spam that shit too. It's crazy. There's a bunch of them down there, so be careful. Fortunately, they don't have much health. They go down quickly. They are super lethal, so I guess that's the counterbalance to them, is the fact that they're an easy burn. Right in the eye. Gotta be careful. They do. Yeah, see, there's more now. Roll back. The only reason I'm doing this is because I don't feel like getting surrounded. I don't want to jump down there and plunge kill one of them and then get cursed while... Oh, we got one up here, don't we? Yep. Okay. This is what I did not want. Is this situation here. Okay, he's still spamming. Yeah, there's 3 here. I mean, it's better to get these guys pissed off and move in than to risk jumping down there and getting cursed. Dangerous, but we got it. Over here. There is a ring down here that I believe is pretty decent. I will check out what that Eye of Death does. I can't remember what that does. He's done. That's, what is that, like 5 or 6 of them now that we've dealt with in this tiny little area. Okay, Ring of Evil Eye. That's the ring I was thinking of. Let's take a look real quick. Nope, we don't want to unequip that. Absorb HP of fallen enemies. It's actually pretty nice. And then the item that we picked up, the Evil Eye. Where was that? Was that at the top? It was at the top. Lures phantoms from other worlds. Okay. Not going to be messing around with that. I gotta go through there. I think this is where I wanted to look through, or I already ran through it. See a little bit of a mate. Yeah, we already cleared all this. We're good. Head through here. Oh shit. That's right. You fall through here, and also if we had not gone through this area and killed all those guys and then fell through there, we probably would have gotten cursed, because you'd be surrounded at that point. There'd be one in front of you and back of you, and one of them would have gotten their smoke off and you wouldn't have gotten around it. Jump, grab this. It's another humanity. There's a lot of that here, which is kind of good. I am trying to build up a bit of humanity, like I said. Waiting to get an item in which we will equip to increase our luck, and then go after some of the Black Knights and hopefully get their weapons. Okay. These are the rodents we killed already. Okay. And this is where we wanted to come to. This is where we fell down and fell short. Now we're on the other side. I will show. Here's more of these slime assholes. Okay. He's dead. I'll show you the shortcut to the bonfire real quick. As promised earlier. Open this door. climb this ladder. And we are back at our shortcut. Here's the bonfire. And from here, we are actually going to be heading on to the next boss. It feels good once you get comfortable with a weapon and you know it's weapon art style, and you can kind of use that to your advantage, running up on enemies. Kind of want to be quick around here. There are a bunch of slimes, rats, just anything to complicate your run here. And here we are, heading into the next boss. Actually, there's items around here, I believe. Maybe not down here. Possibly over on this side, though. Let me backtrack a little bit here. Sorry about that. Yeah, there's an item here. Before going down there, let's head back up here. That's where we came in at. Okay, yeah, there's nothing down here. I'm thinking of another area that looks similar to this. Alright. Going through the fog gate. This is probably actually one of my favorite bosses in the game. I think art style, they did a good job with it. It's creepy and everything, especially the way they introduce it. You're like, oh, look at that face, and then you're like, holy hell. Okay. Unfortunately, his moveset isn't super complicated. Yeah, so that's the one thing you do want to watch out for here with him, is I've actually never seen that bolt of lightning, whatever that was. Something is hitting me from up top. Yeah, so I forgot to go through a certain area here, and now I'm going to have to deal with another obstacle. That is not good. There's a good chance I die here. He can knock this down, just so you know, like he's going to do right now. So if you don't go through the entire depths, there is a caster who is going to complicate your day. That's the one problem with going and taking out the rat like I did. It allows you to skip a large portion of this boss fight. I mean, not this boss fight, of this zone. And he is casting like a mother. I wanted to get his tail off, to be honest with you. There we go. I got the tail off. Still making progress on this boss. Just have to make sure I don't hold still for too long. The other issue too is I didn't kindle the bonfire or anything, so I am dealing with you know, this standard amount of health, I guess we'll say. Oh. So I guess that attack has to have a little bit of tracking on it. I'm not really sure what hit me there. Actually, I don't think it did any damage. I think it was just a knockback. See if I can get him to go into one of these corners. I'm trying to do this and run, because this guy is doing more damage to me than the boss is, honestly. No, I was so close. So close. Jesus. Okay, we are going to run through here, and we are going to kill that bastard that was up top there. Oh, Jesus, now we're getting screwed up by these guys. Basic enemies. Yeah, just still try to be smart about this. Okay, I am getting close to being poisoned here. Okay, now this is where that asshole was. And I am going to put an arrow in his fucking head. Or at least try to. Alright, he's dead. But I might be dead next, to be honest with you. Alright, these rats are gone. Actually, he powered these up, so it's a good thing I got that attack off on him. Alright, yeah, this is where he was hitting me from. Being an absolute ass. Got his trident. Not bad. I'm going to head right back to the bonfire that I was at. I'm not going to go through all those toxic guys again. And risking getting cursed. Especially, oh shit, he's up in that gate. Especially how long this video is already at. It's 23 minutes. This one's going to be a little over 30. It's unfortunate too, because I did want to one-shot that boss. I don't think he's very hard, and I kind of wanted to prove that. But had that asshole not been shooting me from the top, I'm going to say I probably would have had him. Rest real quick, just to refill our Estus. I am going to make sure I don't get hit by this guy. Yeah, that would have been the attack that did quite a bit of damage if I got hit by that. Climb down here. Drop of humanity at all? No. Head back up here, and I am going to run right for the souls when I start here. Yeah, it's over there. Not because the souls matter so much to me as the humanity does. I believe I have 9 stacks of it. And of course we start the boss fight immediately here. At least they go through the cutscene again. It's not like the other boss fights where they throw you right into the battle. We are going to skip this, though, if possible. Yeah. And they actually reset the entire environment, which I guess they do that in case you do skip that Chandler up top there. I kind of find it ridiculous that I was able to get I was able to aggro him from being down here, but it is what it is. Oh shit! That was actually probably one of the worst attacks I could have fell for. I'm hoping he smashes down with his teeth like this, because it allows me to hit his head, and that's where his weak spot is. You see, I just did 1,000 damage there, but the problem is you don't want to stay on it too long because he does start to charge. So run for your life. Got his tail again. You don't get another weapon, but it's an easy target. Does have a lot of stuff that causes you to flinch, that's for sure. Oh shit. I am low on stamina right now. Oh boy. You like that dodge there. If I can get him to charge. He's got a charge attack where he won't target you, he just runs in the direction that he starts his charge from. I have him following me right now, which is not ideal because he does outpace you a bit. I am going to ask this while I run. Yeah, like I said, you got to be careful of his feet too. And now I'm going to move out of the way because he's going to jump around. Actually, I probably could have got a couple more hits on him, but no sense in playing dangerous. Oh shit. Let's finish this off. And that is the Gaping Dragon, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I killed him twice. I killed him twice. He is one of my favorite bosses, though. Back up here. Now we got the Blighttown key. There's really two ways into Blighttown. One is, oh, I'm going the wrong way. One is through the key that we just got. I probably will go that way. It's a little bit more of a headache and a hassle, but there is the option of getting more items. And that key allows you to go through this door here. There is a guy here real quick. Let's see if he's got anything. Gold pine resin. He's got a crystal straight sword, crystal great sword, and a crystal shield. That crystal great sword's kind of nice. But I believe crystal items have very low durability and they're not repairable. So while they do a lot of damage, their setback is the fact that they break easy than other items. Use the Blighttown key. So yeah, the bonfire is not super close to here, and I'm not willing to risk 34,000 souls right now because there are a ton of places to drop off down there. There's poison and toxic enemies. It's very easy to die and then die again before getting your souls, and I don't have the ring to protect me from losing those souls. So, going to hit up this bonfire, and like I said, the video was already getting long, and I thought it was going to go over 30 minutes. It is going to go over 30 minutes, but not as far as I was worried about. Level up here, get strength twice, I'm thinking vitality. Sounds good to me. And with that, I am going to end this episode. So thank you all for watching. Please give a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And I will see you in the next episode.